For Sales, Marketing, and Operations of Streamtech Systems Technologies Inc., Mr. Nino Aquino. Hi, sir. We also have the Teledigital Sales Head, Ms. Krisha Vicencio. Good afternoon. We have also from Antipolo City Football Club, we have Michael Joseph Magtoto, ACFC Head Coach. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. And Ms. Margaret Magtoto, ACFC Admin and Manager.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. And despite it being rainy, thank you for taking some time out to be here with us. And so we'd like to know more about Streamtech and, of course, ACFC. So first off to Sir Nino, my first question is, what is the difference between Streamtech and the other internet service providers?
Hi, good afternoon. Well, actually, Streamtech is one of the newer internet service provider. So for the likes of the big three players, we all know that there's the other internet service provider. We provide the same fiber internet. We call it fiber to the home services. The only difference that we have, considering that we're part of the bigger conglomerate, which is the Villar Group, I think the difference is that we have much pressure in terms of providing the best service possible, especially for those that are within the Villar subdivisions and within the Villar estates. For every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the internet service provider space, they would want to give a value-add service, whether it is in the form of additional movie streaming, additional bundled landline, or whatever value added that they can offer. But at least for Streamtech, what we're offering is the kind of service that the consumer really needs. Reliable service, fast internet, pure fiber, and we also provide, at least for the newer plans, we're providing free cable for those that we provide internet services with. So basically, the only difference is that meron kaming much pressure to deliver the best service because it is within the conglomerate. And secondly, we're providing that free cable services.
But it's a good kind of pressure, diba, Sir Nino? Like you mentioned, since you're aiming to provide the best service that you can, right? But in terms of customer complaints, what are your thoughts on that in terms of internet speed? Anong masasabi niyo doon, sir? Kasi marami ngayon, 'di ba, karamihan ng complaints nila slow internet. So, what are your thoughts on that coming from Streamtech?
Well, for slow internet, we still have to decipher because there's a lot of factors that we have to consider, For slow internet, we have to consider the structure of the house. And this happens very frequent, at least for those who complain. Say for instance, your modem router is on the ground floor and you have second, third floor. There would be walls that interferes the signal. So kapag ganun yung structure nung bahay mo, ang una kong titignan doon, it's actually the interference of the signal. So meron siyang mga ganong instances. We also have to take into account that an internet service for residential subscribers, they shared a certain network that is common to at least a proximity within the area. Which means that kapag lahat gumagamit ng internet and you're using a common network would mean a shared internet access. Kapag sabay-sabay kayo nag-stream, sabay-sabay kayong gumamit, there would be high likelihood na medyo mag-i-slow down yung internet ninyo. But just to put some context to it, hindi naman ganoon kadala siya. I mean, hindi ganoon kabagal ang internet in the generally in the Philippine population. In fact, for the last 3 or 4 years, the internet speed has gone up tremendously. So I think I can still recall way back in 2017, 2018, the median speed is at around 25 Mbps. 2 years after, it has gone up to 50 Mbps. Last year, it has gone up to about 77, 80 Mbps. That's the average median speed. But right now, we're already averaging at around the rate of about 90 Mbps, which means that the speed in the general population for the Philippines has really gone up. That's true for mobile, and that's also true for fiber to the home services, which is the fiber connection.
I can attest to that because it's really very evident with all these years that you've mentioned that we've been using the internet. It's really become faster lately. And for those who have been complaining, dapat i-consider nyo rin yung mga sinabi ni Sir Nino na kagaya nun pag may second floor kayo, third floor, right? You have to consider all of those factors in. Kaya baka dapat mag-upgrade kayo, right? You have to call your service provider on the things that you need to improve on or things that you need to add into your homes para mas bumilis pa yung service na internet nila. So aside from the speed, sir, you've talked about the median speed throughout these years. How else has internet service evolved through the years?
Well, it's basically the price, the value-add services, and then as I've mentioned, it's about the speed. So, as we go down the memory lane, fiber internet, it predominantly started in 2012. No? The cost of the fiber internet way back then was really very high. No, meron siyang, you get a speed of about 10 Mbps, and the price of which would probably be 4,500. In 2015, when another player, after the initial service provider offered their services, in 2015, medyo nagkaroon ng competition yung isang provider, and the price and the internet speed has gone up. The price has become lower, the internet speed has become higher and faster. 2017, another player came in, so bumaba ulit yung price and then tumaas yung speed. So what I'm saying is that as we move along, newer technologies are being introduced in the market. Kung before the cost of the fiber internet is really very high, ngayon with the introduction of newer technologies, bumababa yung price points and then bumibilis yung internet. No, thus it is very advantageous and it benefits the general population, the consumer and the subscriber as a whole. Bumababa yung presyo mo pero mas gumaganda yung services mo. So it has really evolved in time. And then with the introduction of a lot of movie streamings, the likes of Netflix, Disney, HBO, it became a bundle or it became a value add to the base service of the fiber internet. So ganun yung evolution ng fiber internet natin.
It's nice that you've mentioned all of these benefits because now parang yung mga natitake for granted nyo ng mga value-added services, mas naiintindihan mo na oo nga, no? And even with the competition around, it's good to have competition, not just in sports, but also in this kind of industry too kasi nga bumababa yung presyo, pero ginagandahan din yung services, nadadagdagan yung mga value-added services na pwede nilang makuha. So, since na-mention nyo na yung streaming and kids are also into streaming, what would be your advice, especially to kids, when it comes to using the internet these days?
Well, my only advice is that we have to put some semblance of balance. No? Way back in the 80s where probably some of them belong. No?
Some of our listeners and viewers would belong. Hindi natin alam kung anong percentage yan, but that is right.
Yeah. Back in the 80s kasi when we're playing, our parents would normally scold us para lang pumasok tayo sa bahay. That was back in the olden days. But right now, the behavior of especially of the kids, we have to scold them para lang umalis in front of their computers, para lang bitawan yung mga mobile phones nila,
That's
and to play physical activities outside. No? So my only advice, not just for the kids but for the parents as well, is that we have to encourage some balance to the physical and to the virtual realm activities of our kids. Para lang meron silang physical activities and they also have yung mga online streaming and virtual activities. Para they are being taught how to really strive to be healthy and really taught na to use internet as an advantage to acquire greater knowledge into the general information that we all need.
I hope the parents are taking notes. I'm not a parent yet myself, but I am taking notes for my pamangkins. So that, I think, is where also ACFC would come in, right? But before I talk to Coach and Miss Margaret, Miss Krisha, how can they get in touch with you, because they've heard so many good things already about StreamTech, in case they want to apply and be part of the company?
They could simply log into our website. It's www.streamtech.com.ph, or they could also send us a message through our FB page. It's StreamTech Internet.
All right. So we'll be flashing that as well later on and put that in our comment section on Facebook. But let's go now to Coach Michael. Can I call you that?
Yeah.
Coach Michael, and also Miss Margaret of ACFC. So tell us more about the Antipolo City Football Club.
Good afternoon. Antipolo City Football Club was founded around 2011 by our father, Coach Waldy Magtoto. They founded it with friends of Lasal Antipolo. It started as a weekend football team. Then, 2018, we decided to teach kids. So, from there, pandemic passed. Unfortunately, our father didn't finish the pandemic as he passed away. But we still continued the football school, and now we have around 200 students.
Wow. So when did this start again? Back in
2011.
2011. And thank you for continuing the legacy of your father. So how important is it, do you think, for children to be playing football?
I think it is very important for children to engage in sports because they have benefits in physical fitness. They get discipline from the sport. They enjoy the sport. They get camaraderie. Their social skills would improve. And we have players who are not so fortunate to study, so we encourage them to use the sport as a stepping stone for them to get a better education through scholarships.
All right, Miss Margaret, because I have nephews and I have a niece, and they're always on their gadgets, like 90% of the time when I see them. How do we encourage them to get into sports?
So right now, with this day and age of the digital world, we need to find that balance of mental stimulation and of course yung physical natin. So we highly encourage our parents to find their local football clubs. Ang dami-dami ng clubs, not just football, actually there's a lot of sports available right now. So of course we're encouraging everyone to take football, lalo na nandyan yung FIFA ngayon, yung women's natin. So it's a good opportunity for us to engage these kids in the sport. So go to your Facebook, search for your local clubs, or you can also inquire sa amin sa Antipolo City Football Club. So we teach kids from ages 4 to 17. And right now we are continuously training, and we are also joining competitions. So it's very, very good for these kids mentally, physically, and of course yung relationships nila with each other is also improved.
I guess that is where the balance comes in as well, right? So if they want to learn more about ACFC, they go to Facebook, search for it, and then maybe join the club, or like you said, other clubs are available for them to check out as well. And then because of the internet too, if they're already into the sports, they can post their videos and encourage more children to be part of it, right? So do you have any other message for children out there, or maybe parents who want to get into the sport and maybe also StreamTech? Anyone can start.
If you want to get your kids to start the sport, you can look at our Facebook page. It's Antipolo City Football Club, or our Instagram, it's Antipolo City FC. And then you can just hit us a message, and then we can help you start your football journey. And of course, we would like to thank StreamTech, because without their internet connection, we are connected because of the internet. So because of their services, we are able to share our love for this sport to different people, hindi lang dito sa Philippines, or everywhere in the world. And that's how actually we started to grow. So thank you, StreamTech, for that opportunity.
Wonderful synergy. All right. Well, since you're here already, why not take the opportunity for you guys to greet anyone you want to greet? Maybe your office mates, your family who are tuned in. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube and on our website, also on Planet Cable Channel 3. So, anyone who wants to greet.
I'd like to greet the
Hi, mommy.
I'd like to greet the ACFC community, coaches, Coach Mark Anthony Magtoto, Coach Eric, Coach Matt, Coach Colas, and Coach Jimson. Also the parents, thank you for your continuous support toward our club.
Miss Margaret, you want to add something else?
Yeah, I just want to say hi to my mom. Hi, Mom. We're here in K-Light.
How about Sir Nino, Miss Krisha?
Well, for me, may mga nag-message na kasi na. So I would like to greet those people who wanted to be greeted on air. No? Sir Carly, Rene, si Sir Mark Tejada, Aaron Santos, no? Forgot a lot of other people. Si Hani Rojas. No? I would also want to welcome Tet back from Australia. Then finally, I would like to greet all yung Streamtech subscribers namin who really stuck with us for the last several years. No? There are a lot of exciting things that are in store for us, especially with the coming loyalty program that we will be launching come August. No? Standby lang ng konti. We will be improving not just the service, but how we really communicate with the rest of the subscribers. Lastly, I would like to greet yung 3 kids ko, si Lucas, si Luis, and then si Aina.
Oh, cool
and
names.
my mom and my sister as well.
Miss Krisha?
I would just like to greet my husband and also my team, the Tele-Digital Sales team, the CC team, and the whole Streamtech team.
All right. Well, thank you once again for gracing our stage with this segment for this Friday. And before I let you go, I want to ask for your favorite 90s song that I can play.
Can I request for Forevermore by Side A?
Sure. We'll do that for you guys. Thank you so much. Once again, that is our Tech Talk for this Friday. Keep it right here on 103.5 K-Light.
You just heard Tech Talk, the latest on gadgets, social media, and the internet on 103.5 K-Light.